Hi everybody, this is Monday, and yes, this is the video that I have been talking about for, it seems like forever. I'm doing a review on Resiners' newest machine out there. Now, you're not going to see this until early AM mornings on Wednesday. I got an email from Resiners saying, yes, I could put this out on August the 6th, U.S. Time, which means technically at 12:01 tomorrow night, I can put this out. And I've been waiting forever, at least a couple of weeks. I've had it here. And I've been waiting to do this. So this is on Monday, and it's fairly late, probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I'm going to get started on this. Now, this is going to be a two-part video. It won't be for you. It will be for me because I'll have to do the epoxy resin to go along with it. But I'm excited about this. I don't know anything about it. We're going to learn about this machine together. They sent me the big thing, and then they also sent me two other things, and I think the other one's new too. And we're going to go through all that. And I am going to use the new dragon mold that I got to test the new machine. And we'll get to that in just a minute. But I just wanted to come on and say, hey, I know it's been a couple of days. I took a little bit of break. But I'm back down here now. And I'm hoping this does what I think it's going to do, because if it does, that means I'm going to be doing a lot of epoxy resin here in the next couple of months. So I'm going to turn this around and we're going to get started. I hope. Okay, this is it. This is the new Resiners Curing G3 Resin Curing Machine. Now you think, it's just another curing machine. No, it's not just another resin curing machine. Let me flip it over. You see this? AB means epoxy. You see that plus UV, dual cure. It does both epoxy and UV, you guys. Yes, it does. I'm so excited about this. For tall and flat molds. And then it's got adjustable time and temperature. But I am so stoked about the AB plus UV. Yes, did I just use the word stoked? Oh, my son would be laughing at me right now. Okay, that's what it looks like. This is just the box. Okay, let's open this. Y'all, you don't know how hard it's been for me to sit on this thing for, I've had it for over a week. And I don't unbox without y'all. See, I'm having to cut it open. I've not opened it up. I don't know any more than you do. I do like this rainbow effect on the box, though. Yeah, pay attention to it. I really like the color of the box. Okay, here we go. I'm moving around. And yes, there is going to be a link for this in the description box. Okay. Let me get that out. I'm going to move the box. Oh, I like this foam. See, I use this too. Nothing is going to go to waste there. Okay. Y'all know I don't like reading directions, but I may have to. I did watch the video, which is really cool that they did send a video for us to watch. And I'm not the only one that's going to be doing this. I'm sure this is going to be all over YouTube in the next couple of days. I love the color, of course. Y'all know that I love the color. And I already know what this mat is, but I will tell you, this right here, that's for the UV. That's for the UV area. Because I watched the video. Okay, now we're going to open this. And you don't have to take this off, but I'm going to take this off. I love the color. Now, this is a handle. Okay, I started to say, what is that? But this is the handle. Okay, this is... Now, it is all plastic. I want you to know that. Wow, okay. This isn't giving, y'all. This is not giving. I can, putting all my pressure down, I can, but no, this is not. This is made very, very well right here. So, you can use it either way. I like the fact that you don't have to use the mat if you don't want to, but the mat fits in here perfectly. Now you can use it like this. Yeah. There's something on. You can use it like that. You don't have to have it. And the reason why I'm telling you don't have to have it, let me, I thought I was prepared, but let me get a big mold. I'm looking for a tall mold. That's what I'm looking for. And y'all know that I have so many molds. I have molds and more molds. And so I'm looking for some of my biggest molds as far as height wise. And I'm still looking, and I should have pulled those out before I started this. But I have these molds. These are not, but those are not my tallest molds. Let me see if I can find, maybe. I don't know, maybe that is one of my tallest molds. So I'm looking at all my jars, and I don't see anything taller than that. Okay, here's a big one. No, that's about the same. Okay, well, that's a big mold right here. This is probably one of the biggest ones I've got. I don't know what's in it. Oh, that's that fox mold. Okay. Now let's see if this is going to work. Nope. That's the reason why I'm saying with this mat out, okay, no, that mold's not going to fit. Yeah, it does, right there. Okay, you have to get it in a certain way, but that does fit with that mold out. Okay, that does fit. But now these are taller. These are about your average. You're not going to get very many. Oh, yeah. Okay, these fit good. This one fits, but you have to make sure that you've got it over on this side. Okay, so I'm happy about that. I do have this out because of that. But let's put this back in and try these. And of course, if you get it in right the first time, you don't have to keep doing this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and they fit even with that in there. So that is cool. Okay. Now, you can also use it this way. If you've got smaller molds, which I don't think that one's going to fit. This one might, though. Just barely, and not really. This will hold. Of course, it would hold. This is the mold that we're going to be doing, okay? Oh, and that fits on here. And that barely fits, but it does fit. But because you have this in here, I would probably put this way. And when I pour it, I'm going to be pouring it right in this piece right here. And this is just, I love the silicone on this. I just like it better this way. Now, do you need this to pour this? No, you don't. You can if you just wanted to do this. Or even if you didn't want to use this. If you just wanted to use it, you could use it just like that too. The plug is getting in the way. Yeah, so you can use it just like that without this on here if you wanted to do that also. So it either goes this way for deeper molds, and it will hold. Okay, let me just measure so I can tell you. This is 4.25 inches tall. This is 4.5 inches tall. This will still fit, but you have to get it over on this side. And with this, you've got, let's just figure this out so we know every aspect of this, okay? You have 1 inch depth in there. You have 3.75 3.75 inch depth in here. I'm going to say 3.5 inch depth. So you got 4.5 inch. That's why this mold fits, but it has to be without the silicone on there. So it will hold up to a 4.5 inch tall mold. And it shows you flat, tall, and UV. Right there. And we're gonna flat, tall, and UV. I love the fact, I absolutely love the fact that this will do UV resin. It just blows me away, but I'm absolutely in love with that. And that's the UV right there. And that area, let's just measure, let's see if we can. I can't bend that one real good. Let me get one that I can bend a little bit. I don't have one down here that I can bend. But I'm going to say it's roughly 4 inches by 3 inches. And the book may tell you all this. We hadn't even opened up the book yet. I wanted you to see the actual machine. And this is a flexible. Okay. Let me show you. You see, this is not, it's flexible, which I like. Really stiff hard plastic seems to crack a lot faster. And I sort of like the fact that it is flexible like this. That is the back. That's where the plug is. Okay. Now this is when we're going to go into the actual book. There's air holes on each corner. That's what these are right here. I'm hoping you can see those air holes. There's the air holes right there, and they're on each corner. Okay, the base with the opening face upward is 13.28 inches this way, from here to here. It is 6.94 inches from, not the handle, but from here to here. Now this is saying that it's 5.12 inches from the very top of this to the very bottom. When it's down. When it's turned over, like this, then it's 3.02 inches this way. Now I measured 4.75, but I was not measuring all the way. I was measuring from here to here. I think they're measuring from here to here, which is going to make up the little bit of difference. Okay, the power function button. And we're just going to go through this because I'm going to have to know how to do this because I'm using it on this video. So we're going to plug it up right over here. Okay. A light did not come on. Just to let you know, when I plugged it up, it did not come on. This is the touch button. And I am getting up closer. This right here. And it brought the clock up. Oh, and it's on. Okay. You keep touching it. Okay. When you turn it on, you click to switch the function mode. Okay. This right here is the temperature. Touch button, press and hold to power on, press and hold to power off. When the device is turned on, click to switch the function mode. Okay, that's how you do the time. Okay, that's 68. Okay. Touch button. When the time is displayed, click to switch to temperature display. When it is displayed as temperature, click to switch the time display. Default display time. Touch button, click the button to reduce the time or temperature. Okay. That's going to reduce, or that's going... Okay. We got it figured. Let's start all over again. Okay, it's off. You just got this out of the box. You want to figure out how to use it. You push the power button. That's going to come on. You're going to click that. And then if you want... You hit the plus to get the temperature up. We're going to see how high it goes. I think it goes to 140. And I'm pushing faster because I want to see. Oh goodness, no. Okay, how high does this go? Goes to 149. And then of course you do the minus to take it down. Okay. And then you hit the time and the temperature button again. And you hold it, and that's how you get your time. If you don't want that long, you do the same thing. You use the minus and the plus to control the time. The shortest time is 30 minutes. 4 minutes is the longest time. I'm going to shut this off because there's nothing in there. Okay. And there is a slight odor when you first turn it on. Nothing big at all. My nose is very, very sensitive and it's not bothering me, but I know that there is a slight odor to it, just to let you know. Okay. The flat, it says suitable for flat molds, coaster molds, jewelry molds, bookmarks. The recommended thickness of the mold is less than 1.5 inches for flat. For tall, here we go. Suitable for high molds, for example, jar molds. The recommended thickness of the mold is 1.5 inches to 5 inches. Okay, they're saying 5 inches. Suitable for simultaneous curing of high mold and flat mold components. This is cool. You can have a big mold and a small mold. In this case, it is necessary to manually set the curing time to be extended by at least 1 hour. The thinner the mold, the longer it takes to cure. Now the UV mode, this mode right here, used for curing UV resin. It is recommended to first cure the front side, then flip the mold over and cure the back side for optimal curing results. Okay, now I don't know how you switch it over. The flat mold and high mold modes display hours and minutes, while the UV mode shows minutes and seconds. The time is displayed in real time in countdown mode. Okay, let's turn this back on again. Ah! You don't push it, you just slide. You see how the light came on? The UV lights are on now. And it is in seconds. Okay, so let's do this again, y'all. Okay. Turning it on. UV light's not on. Nope, still haven't figured it out. Okay, it's the amount of time you push it, I think. Hold on a minute. Turned it off. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, you push this. Okay. So it's, see how it goes down to the seconds and not the minutes? You see that? That's for flat. That's for tall. That's for UV. And give it a minute and it pops on. Okay. It's all in this. It's not this. It is not this. It is all in this control. And the first time you turn it on, it's going to be for flat. Then you hit that again, it's going to be for tall. And it's both going to be in like the 2 minute. And then you hit the UV, you hit this 3rd time, and then it will be in seconds, and you know it's in the UV mode. And you'll see the light come on. And we'll try it. And this book tells you everything. There's only 2 controllers. It's not that difficult. When cool is displayed, it indicates that the cooling mode is currently active, lasting approximately 20 minutes. After heating is completed, both the flat mode and tall modes will automatically switch to cooling mode. Okay. Okay. Here we go. With the base being for the tallest, the height limit in area A, which is the center, is 3 inches. And the area in B, which is outside this area, because of this right here, they're saying this area right here is 5 inches and this is 3 inches. But when you have this turned around like this, like that, then area A, this right here, is only 1 inch, and what they're calling area B on the outside, the tallest is 2.6 inches. And it tells you exactly how to use this. The pictures are very, very clear. That does not mean that if you're using up all epoxy resin, you can use the whole thing for epoxy resin. But you can use it for both. Can you use it for both? Can you put UV resin and epoxy resin stuff? Yeah, see, it says press and hold to power on. And then once you power on, press briefly to switch modes. Each mode comes with the preset programs, while users can also customize temperature and time settings as needed. It does say that during use, do not touch the air outlet with your hands to avoid burns. That means this right here. These. You don't want to do this while because that air can be hot. That's what they're saying here. It does not tell you, unless I did not read it, what happens if you try to use both UV. I guess you can't use UV and, because you have to set the modes. Okay. But having one machine that does it all. Okay. Well, since we have a machine that cures both, we're going to try. And of course, this is bigger than that, but what I'm doing, is I'm going to just do these right here. So I know that they're ready. And I am going to use some little bitty cups. I am out of those. Oh, you know what they are. They're the little bitty with the little pour spout. I love them. They're clear plastic with a little bit of handle. We're going to use some of this. And they also sent me their UV resin, which I have never used before. I did not even know Resiners had UV resin. So we're going to try their UV resin with their new machine. Now y'all know how funny I am about UV resin. I am so funny about UV resin. And I'm going to stress, very much so, get those gloves on when you're using UV resin, please. Please, please, please put gloves on. I'm also going to be putting a mask on. Now for UV resin, I'm going to use one of these. And I'm going to get just a couple. Okay. This is alcohol ink. This is neon alcohol ink. And all I'm doing is putting a couple of drops down in here. And then I'm going to put the UV resin in. Okay, and we're going to open up the UV resin. These are just like little gemstone that I'm going to use for fillers in future resin projects. Okay, I am going to take and just swirl. Okay, here we go. So we're going to turn this on. And I have no idea how long we should have that curing. We'll try the 30 seconds first. And yes, I still have my mask on. And I am going to turn on my Resiners. Oh no, that's not ready. We'll do it one more time. It would be 1 minute. Okay. Nope. A little more. So that was 1 minute. What do y'all think about it so far? I love the fact that one machine, you've got both. Okay, so we did 1.5 minutes so far. And I'm going to do 1 minute on the back. There you go. Okay. All I did was hit the plus button to get it for a whole minute, so I didn't have to keep turning it off and on. And I know the next question is going to be, how long will the UV lamp stay on? And we'll do that in just a minute, okay, so we know. Oh my. 10 minutes. It will stay on for 10 minutes, y'all. which of course I'm not going to leave it on for 2 minutes. I'm going to leave it on for another 20 seconds and then I'm going to turn it off. But the UV lamp part of this will stay on for 10 full minutes, which is awesome. Okay, I wonder if it's, let's just try it. Let's just see. I've never poured this mold, so I don't know. Now that is just the alcohol ink, so hold on just a minute. But yes, the UV resin is cured. So it took 2 minutes. Actually 2.5 minutes, because I did 1.5 minutes on the top side and then another minute on the back side. And I'm going to pop them all out so you can see them all, and I'll hold them up. Now this is Resiners UV Resin. I didn't use alcohol or anything in here. Wow, guys. Doesn't say how long it takes to cure epoxy resin. I've not read in there. That UV resin is definitely cured though. And I will clean this up later. Wow. Okay. And let me... Here, I'll just put them on here so you can see them on something white. And I'll hold them all up. This is the Resiners UV Resin. Look at that. An alcohol ink. Okay, well, I have to say, I like the fact that if I'm doing epoxy resin, I got a couple of UV resin things to do, throw them in there while I'm mixing the epoxy resin up. Same machine. That's what's so cool about it. It's the same machine. Okay, now we are going to switch this over. We're going to move that over. I am going to put that in here. So it is all ready to go. Now I am going to mix up some resin. I do not have Resiners epoxy resin. I don't know if they make it or not. And I was planning on using my new Resiners mixer that I bought from Amazon, the dual head. But Resiners sent me this, their manual mixer. So, once again, we're going to open it. It has a warranty card. And the booklet. So let's open this. Here, okay. Let's open this. I could see where this would be good if you just had a little bit of resin that you wanted to mix up real quick. I could see where this would be really good. Okay, it's got a mat. I like the fact that it's got its own little mat. And I like the fact it's got a little hole where you can hang it when you're not using it. Okay, that's the top. That's the paddle. I only know this from putting the other one together. Okay, very easy to put together. Does it go on here? Okay. Oh, it's not supposed to fit. It just... Wait a minute. Oh, I like that better. Now, I like mixing it in there and then pouring it in there, maybe. Yep. Okay. Now, I know that I saw in the box. Okay. This is when you really need to be... Okay, that is slow if you want to mix slow. Slow, fast, medium. Let's just start out on medium. Go all the way in. I didn't have it all the way. Oh, yeah. Okay, it does. Okay. I'm going to get my mask on again. Actually, I'm going to get my big mask on. That one. Okay, I got my big mask on. I am using less resin, epoxy resin. And I'm going to go with those cups. Do one of those. I'm going to do one of these. And that is with a I'm going to clean this off because I'm going to be using it with B. I don't want to combine them yet. And again, I'm using one of these. With B. And then one of these would be. Okay. And I will tell you how many ounces when I get it in the other cup. This cup does not tell me. Okay. I do still have my respirator on. You can tell that it's thick. It's mixing it up a lot better. I'm just checking. Now I got it on medium. I'm trying to do it too fast. Let me go over to the fast. Oh, it goes either way. Oh no! Oh. Trying to pick it up. But it's not. Oh my. It came off the thing, y'all. Yeah. Maybe I didn't put it on there good enough. Well, we're going to try to do this again. Because I may not have gotten it on good enough. Okay. And because of this, I'm going to take these gloves off because I don't want it all over the place. So, give me a minute here. Oh, yes, well, at least there's never a dull moment on my videos. Okay. Let's try this again. Nope, it came off again. Okay. Well, for time's sake, I'm going to take it out. And we'll use this again. It may have not stuck good because it's still, it's got resin all over it. Okay. We're just going to set that over there. So I do get to use the other. This is fun, isn't it? I hope it's charged. Can you see this? Now I showed y'all this. But I'm going to bring it over here because this is another one of theirs. I paid for this. We're going to set that down in there. See, that's nice right there. Being able to sit there and not have to, that's nice. I forgot to show you this. This comes with this, and this might be to help scrape the, I don't know, but this is not going to be hard to clean. In fact, I'll go ahead and clean it while we're waiting for that to mix up. And this is right here when you could use the Resiners Curing Machine for UV while you're mixing your epoxy up. Oh my, I'm going to have to get another pair of gloves on. And I'm just over here with alcohol spray. And I'm taking a paper towel and wiping it off. That's all I'm doing. And it cleaned off really easy. And normally UV resin wouldn't get down in there. And I'm just wiping this off. I didn't get it on there good the first time. Maybe I had too much resin in the cup. That could have been it too. Because it's working really good right now. I may have had too much resin in the cup. Okay, we'll give that another minute or so. And to let you know, the Resiners machine, till I pulled the alcohol wipes out, it was green. I'm just making sure that I don't have any. There isn't any of this stuff. I love that right there. Okay. I'm going to lift this up and let it drip for just a second. Now the Resiners machine's turning red. I'm setting another cup just to have some place to. Now there's a lot of bubbles in this. but it is thoroughly mixed. I am scraping the sides just to make sure. It was hitting the bottom pretty good, but okay, now I'm going to pour this in here. Basically, because I want to see how many ounces I have. And it's got the pour spouts. I love these scrapers. Got them at Hobby Lobby in the cake section. Okay, give me just a second. I'll tell you how many ounces are in there. Okay. I'm going to carry it over here. 300 mils. And 11 ounces. There's 11 ounces in there. So I didn't even read the directions. This probably tells you not. Capacity is 12 ounces. That's that cup. Oh, you can use different cups though. Okay. We are going to pour I need 1, 2, 3 different color cups. So okay, the first one we're going to be using actually 3 different micas. First one is J. Diction Lemon. Yeah, my gloves have gotten sticky. Okay. Then we're going to use a little bit in the same one. Let's Resin Chartreuse. And then we are going to put, is this next, no, this is Let's Resin, Chameleon, Fuchsia. Those are the flakes. Okay. Okay. Next one, we are using Resiners Bright Red. Let me open this one up. And then we're going to use a little bit of the magenta. And this is Resiners mica powder. I've had this for a long time, actually. And then we're going to put a little bit of Let's Resin Papaya Whip. Spoon. Okay. And we'll stir this up. Uh-oh. And we'll add a little bit extra to that one. And this one is going to have some Litz Resin Aqua. I'm making a mess over here. And then some chameleon flakes. And look at that a little bit. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to try to clean this up because I don't want this inside there. I'll be more careful than I am. It just splattered on me. Okay. I think I got it out of there. And I'm going to go ahead mix some black up. I'm not sure if I'm going to need all this in black, but since I think I'm almost out of black, Yep. I'm going to spray this down with alcohol. I'm going to pour. Okay. I want a little bit more black. And I'm out of black. Oh, wait. Wait. This. No, that's for hardly cast. Okay. And let's see what this one is for. I think this will work. It's not coming out. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We're going to go with that one. Okay, now we're going to go with this. Okay. Okay. We're going to do more yellow. Okay. And we're going to try the blue. The bluish green. And mixing up a little bit more. So I want to bring it up all the way. I have no idea what this is going to look like, y'all. Okay. And then I am going to take let me close this up. Yes, I still have this mask on. Makes my nose run. Does it make anybody else's nose run? I mean, this is a dragon, so you can have fun with it, right? It doesn't have to look realistic. I do have a little bit of resin left over. So let's see what I can. Oh, okay. Let's make some pretty hats. Will they fit in there? Let me see if I can. Yep. Okay. Oh, these will be pretty. Lots of bubbles. Make sure it got in the tail there. Okay. I'm taking these lids off. Ugh. I'm taking the respirator off. Okay. And then I think what I want to do is this right here. Okay. I am finished with that. I am going to put the top on. Okay. I'm going to turn it on. Okay, I'm turning it on 100. Oh, let me just turn it all the way up. We're doing it for 2 hours at 140. Let's see what happens. I think it's going to stop the resin from moving around too much, which is probably not what I want, but alrighty, and I will be back when it's cured. Okay, I am back. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I didn't even bother cleaning up. It's on cool. Can y'all see that? I don't know if it's ready. I'm going to put some gloves on. I was waiting for this to get done. I went upstairs and I got on the Temu app. Actually, on the app, I do it on the computer. I need to stay away from that place. I got the coolest chair. And I do spend a lot of time at my computer. And I needed to get a new chair anyway. I got this funny looking thing. I'll show it to you when it comes in. I hope I'm going to enjoy it as much as I think so. Let's get back to this. Okay. Let's turn it off. Now this feels warm to the touch. Ah, I don't like the looks of that. That just turned off. Oh. Well, let's see. This is the first one of these that I did with epoxy resin. The other ones, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Okay. I'm going to love this. 2 hours, y'all. It could have been done quicker. I waited 2 hours and came down here. This side I think I'm going to be disappointed in, but I'm not disappointed in the cats. Oh my, they're adorable. Oh, these are so cute. Just a little bit of, but not much. Oh, these are cute. Okay, let's see. Now this is still soft, so we're going to remove that. But I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this side. Yeah, this did not turn out the way that I wanted it to. Oh, poo hiss. But, you know, we learn. Oh, it's not. Why is some of it done and some of it not? Nope. Okay, I can't take that out yet. I wonder why that. I don't know. Just that one spot right there. Because the rest of it comes out good. Look. That's odd, huh? All of it comes out good except for that one little spot. Okay, we're gonna do this. Yep, we are. Because everything else is coming out. It's still pretty, okay? It is. But you don't see all the colors. And I'm going to fix this right now. Okay. I'm going to let y'all see this. Now the black did come through in areas. And it's still very pretty, okay? It is. And so, let's review. Let's go over what I think about. I need to take these gloves off because I got that sticky stuff on my gloves. So let me get my gloves off. And I'm going to put more on. Poured a little bit of alcohol in there. Because I've got quite a bit of stuff I want to clean up real quick. And I can do that while talking to you, I think. If my brain will let me do this and talk at the same time. Which evidently you won't. Okay. This is epoxy resin. And I like these too much to not get them clean. And I could have done this before I came back. But you know, in all honesty, this is not the fun part of it. But it is a part of it. And it's much easier to clean before it gets hard. Especially on metal. I don't think it would have come off with this. And I like these metal spoons. Now this I'll toss the little plastic one there. But I'm going to keep my plastic popsicle sticks, which I bought at Hobby Lobby, which I really like. And I think I'm going to make some more out of resin to use to mix my resin up with. Now this I will wait until it is totally cured, and I will clean that off of there, because that's not totally cured. That was not in the machine. And I'm doing this so I can get the machine back over here and we can go over the features. That goes with something else. This little card over here, which is really cool because I can take it and roll it and put the stuff wherever it needs to go. I'm opening up a alcohol wipes, y'all. This is easier for me. To use. And my Resiners air purifier is going off right now. It is on red. I knew it would be. There's alcohol sitting right here. We're almost ready to get it all back over here and go over the whole thing again. Yeah, I'm using the bottom, which is probably not what you're supposed to do, okay? Now this was inside the machine, so that should come off fairly easy, and it does. Now this is where I had got the mica all in there. Oh, that works good. Yeah, you just get a dry brush and it will get in there to get the mica out. Okay. Cool beans. Okay. So we're gonna get It's got a broken wing. Okay. I'm going to get it back over here. And I am going to clean it up a little bit because it's brand spanking new. And you know how I am about cleaning up. Oh, but this is so cool. 2 hours. I got that. It's not totally cured, but it was cured enough for me to take it out. These cats were totally cured. Those are just as cute as they can be. Look at those things. Those are just so cute. Okay. My take on this right here. I really like this. I do. I like it because of the size. It's not real big. I like it because it does both UV resin and epoxy resin. And it did the UV resin really quickly. These are what I did with UV resin. And alcohol inks. And alcohol ink sometimes doesn't work real good with UV resin. And that was the Resiners UV resin, by the way. So I was really impressed with this. I was impressed with your UV resin. I was impressed with the time that this machine cured this UV resin, especially with the alcohol ink. And I am very impressed that within 2 hours, that dragon mold is thin. And I used the regular Let's Resin, epoxy resin. And I got it cured enough to take it out of the mold in exactly 2 hours. Well, it may have been less than 2 hours. I don't know. I came down here at the 2 hour mark, and it was at cool, and it was ready to take out. Now, it could have been ready to take out sooner. I don't know. Probably not, because that one little spot. But that mold is a thin mold, which takes longer. Those cats were totally cured. So I'm impressed with this machine. Now, at this point, I don't know how much it is, which I guess I need to check. That is still, I really, really do like, this is not up for review. They did not send this to me, but I really do like the Resiners dual head mixer. I do like that, and I paid $59.99 for it. I do know how much that is off Amazon, and I have no regret paying $59.99 for that. This I like a lot. Now this right here, the hand crank one, I think this runs about $15. I think it does. And of course it comes with the cup, which still has resin in there, but it comes with that, and it comes with the handle, and it comes with a little, it's really easy to clean. I want to make sure that the things don't get stuck, so I need to take it apart. I think the problem that I had with this is that I had way too much resin in there. I think this right here would be good if you only had a small amount of resin that you needed to mix up. Which I do quite a bit. Sometimes I only need like an ounce of resin. And I think this would be really good. It's a lot more convenient than using a popsicle stick or whatever to stir your resin. It mixes it better and more quickly. Is this something that I would use on a regular basis when I was doing epoxy resin? Probably not. I could see me using this along with that machine, like if I needed just a little bit of something while that was running, grab this and do a little cup with a different color. Now I could see me doing that, and I could see me using this for if I needed to mix up some polyurethane resin while I was doing epoxy resin. I could see me using this really quickly to do the polyurethane resin. So I think this has some uses, but for me personally, this right here would just be a secondary one to have on hand, just for a small little amount, or if I was doing more than one different type of resin or several different colors. And I think I got this cleaned off enough now to put back in there. So let me see if I can find a price for you. I am going to put the link down below. It will be pre-order, I believe, on the Resiners site right now. Now, I did ask them about getting me a discount coupon for Amazon. And they did tell me that it wasn't going to come out on Amazon until the 20th of April. And that when it did come out on Amazon, she would send me a link for a discount for y'all on Amazon, because I know it's easier for some of y'all to order off of Amazon, especially if you're international. Sometimes that's the only way you can get it. And I did ask, because some of y'all asked me about the Amazon discount, and so I did ask her about that, and she did say that when it does come up on Amazon, that she would send that to me. I do believe it's pre-order right now. So if this is something, oh, I was going to try to get you a price for it. Let me get these gloves off. Okay. I'm trying to find the link so I can give you a price. The voltage is US 110, by the way, or European 220, or UK 240. Mint green, which I absolutely love this color. And you will have a discount off. And this right here is $119.99. That's before the discount, I believe. Maybe that's with the discount. It's normally $149.99 and it's $119 through the link. So yeah, that is with the discount because I went through the link that they gave me. So it's normally $149.99, and with the link and the discount that you get, it would be $119.99. Do I think that's a lot of money? No, I don't. And the reason why I say that, and y'all know me, I try to get stuff as cheaply as I can get, okay? I ordered a curing machine off of Temu 2 years ago when I first started this, and I had to pay $59.99 for that curing machine, and it lasted 2 months before it stopped. And it wasn't anything on this order at all. But I also had to pay, it was almost $100 for the UV lamp that I got from another company. And so and it's worked, but it wasn't that sensational. I still have it. I don't use it a whole lot. I'd use this instead because it's all in one. If you've already got one of the curing machines, and if you've already got a UV lamp and they both work great, then yeah, continue using what you've got. But if you don't, then this is the perfect piece because it has both. And because of the size. Now, I don't know about y'all, and everybody thinks I have a great craft area. And yes, it seems big, but it's getting smaller and smaller by the day because I keep adding to it. And if I can find, you better believe I'm going to be putting up all my UV lamps and all my other curing things, which will give me a lot of room for other things. And this will be my go-to. And this right here will fit on the top shelf of my workstations. Right there. Easy peasy and convenient. And that goes down. If you don't want that up, it just pops. And the cleanup is really nice. And it's very durable. And I think it would last a long, long time. I really do. And I'm really excited about this. I like Resiners products. I always have. And it doesn't hurt that it's my favorite color. It seems like all of them come, you know, normally you have to pay extra for this. And it was fast curing. And I have the other company's curing machine too, the round one. And it worked great when I first got that one. But it didn't hold the same size molds. It was on a smaller level. And it was expensive. I paid a lot more for that than this, and it didn't have the UV light in it. So, do I think the price is bad? No. At $119.99, I think it's a great price. And if you need it, if you're looking for a curing machine, then this is a great item. And if you don't have a UV lamp, or if you're thinking about getting a new one, because they don't last forever. I've bought, I don't know, probably 8 UV lamps in the last 2 years, because they just don't last forever. So I'm happy to have this. So I'm going to say an A+ for this Resiners machine. The epoxy and the UV. A+. I really can't find anything that I don't like about this. This was a little confusing at first, but it's because I didn't read the directions, y'all. Y'all know that I'm bad about reading the directions. They have a very nice booklet with pictures. I mean, it's image coded, which is great for someone like me. If I'd bothered looking in the book, I would not have had an issue at all with this. It's very, very easy. It's very easy to control. I just can't find anything that I don't like about it. And you know me, if there was, I would, I'd be blurting it out, saying, well, this is great, but, you know, I wish you had done this. I really don't find anything that is bad about this machine. I'm also really impressed with their UV resin. I'm real funny about UV resin. And I chose to use the alcohol ink because alcohol ink with UV resin, it doesn't work real good most of the time. I put 2 drops in that little mold. You see how small they are. 2 drops with that UV resin. And you see how bright and colorful and how well that cured. And they're not sticky. And it cured them in 2.5 minutes. With alcohol ink. Don't you know I'm going to be making a bunch of those for fillers? Oh, could you imagine? Oh, how much fun would that be? And then, of course, you put them in something like that and put it in here, and 2 hours later, you've got your epoxy resin project done. See, I'm going to be able to do a lot more epoxy resin videos now because of this. That was the main thing that kept me from doing epoxy resin videos, because I would have to plug my phone in and the stuff would have to set overnight, and it just took too long. And I only have one phone. And this now, I can get up in the morning, I can start a video, and 2 hours later, I can come down here and it can be done. Yeah, this is a game changer for me. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I was so excited about trying this, and I'm still very excited about this, and you're going to be seeing me do epoxy resin. And Lord knows I have enough molds that I have not even touched yet. I could do epoxy resin every day for the next 2 years and still not do every mold I've got. And I have new molds coming in all the time. But I am excited about this. I'm excited about the UV resin. The little hand cranked machine mixer. I can see me using that if I need little objects here and there done, little bits of resin. But my go-to is going to be the piece that I paid for, which is the dual head Resiners. They didn't send it to me. I paid for that. And I paid $59.99 for this. So when you think about something that's going to cure your piece in 2 hours, see, that's a no-brainer for me. I'm an impatient crafter, though. You know, if you don't mind waiting overnight, then this may not be the item for you. But I'm really excited about this. Okay, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'm going to be watching and ready to answer any questions you've got when this comes out. And this will come out on August the 6th. It will have the referral link for you to be able to go and get it at the discount through my link. But again, if you have any questions about this, any concerns, anything I did not cover, please put them in the comment, and I will get back to you quickly, because I will be watching it for a couple of days after this comes out. I think I covered everything, and I covered the durability of it. I covered the directions. I covered how big it is, how long the UV function will go up to 10 minutes. The temperature on the epoxy resin goes up to 141 degrees and goes down as low as 60 degrees, I believe. Now, Resiners booklet says that it will hold a 5-inch mold. Now, I put in a 4.75-inch mold, and it was pretty much touching the top. Now, it may have been the width that was doing it. Something skinnier at 5 inches may fit in here. But I just want you to know what I have tried. So please, again, I hope you enjoyed the video. And again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment, and I will get back to you very, very quickly, because this is a review, and I want you to have all your questions answered if you're thinking about purchasing this. Let me know what you think about the dragon. It didn't do what I was hoping, but it's still a cool looking dragon. And chameleon flakes. If you didn't know you could add chameleon flakes, do you see what it's doing? You see that? It looks like glitter in there. Of course, I didn't add glitter. That's the chameleon flakes. And because it's chameleon flakes, those flakes, depending on how the light hits it, changes colors, which is really, really cool. And these, I just love these. Look at the, oh, that almost looks like galaxy, right? Like you could see through it, but you're just, oh, I don't know. I absolutely love these little kittens. Alrighty, that is it for this review video. It is now 2:30 in the morning. I am going to be ending this and uploading it to YouTube. I'll be doing everything today to get it ready to go. I'll schedule it today. So on August the 6th, technically it will just be really, really late today. But on August the 6th, about 12:15 a.m., this will come on, and I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and about the machine, and if you've ever used the UV resin, Resiners. I don't know if this is new or not either, but let me know if you've used it. And let me know what you think about this. And also the projects that I did. This is really, I'm going to have fun with these. I can make my own filler. And look how bright those are. And they're like neon. Those are the alcohol inks. Alright. I'm just jabbering now. I need to go to bed, y'all. But thank you so much for watching. And do me a favor, hit that thumbs up like button for me. If you've not subscribed, I would love for you to do so. Get ready for the world of epoxy to come back to Southern Lady. Because I know I haven't done it in a long time. But I'm going to be doing it again. Thank you, Resiner. I do appreciate this, and I am excited about this machine. Alrighty, I hope y'all have a fantastic evening, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.